very broken up about that, but I remember the T206 promo just ended. Here's 86 football. We got the Snakes. I do remember when by Elton John right after Princess Diana died, and I had to play cassettes and CDs and records, and my rotation was when I was on the radio, and I remember hitting the record button on the cassette. So basically the intro of that stupid Elton John song, you could hear me like, I think I might have said, "Oh shh," and it was recorded. And I remember quitting right after that because I was probably a little petrified that I screwed up their only copy of that song. And by that time I was gone. So the next DJ that played it, unfortunately, you could hear me cursing at the very beginning. It's pretty bad. That was the worst job I ever had. $5, $6 an hour. Playing music in the middle of upstate New York, like really by Canada, it was terrible. But the best part was, it was Saturday nights or Sunday nights, whenever they had high school football. Friday Night Lights, high school football. Do you have the score every 5 seconds? Do you have the score of the Chazy Plattsburgh high school football game? Like every 3 seconds? No, you're the only one there. You're picking 1996, 97.
Before internet on phones.
There's no internet. By the way, I had an email address in 1996. I didn't even check it one time my entire year of college. I didn't check it.
How would you know the score if there's?
Oh, because people would call it in.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like they would call the score in, like anybody cared.
Right.
Dave, we just closed it about 15 seconds before you asked, so we'll do it in just a couple of minutes, brother. We get through this 86 football pack, and then we'll do it, my man. Top card under the gum, Russell D. Tell you, when you talk about high school football, it's brutal. You had to school. It was like the guy that used to call me when I worked in the comic store. Excuse me, who would win in a fight? Rama or Andre the Giant? That's what I used to get that call all the time. It was always Rama and someone else. Fred Smurless.
I used to get some weirdos at GameStop.
Oh, Bowman Heritage. We'll rip that, James, as long as we can get it prepped. That'll be fun. Oh, I'm sure you got it was probably brutal.
It was all 10 minutes before close, like clockwork.
Excuse me, do you have Asteroids on Atari 2600? Dennis, do you ever get that?
Excuse me, do you have Battletoads for the N64?
Oh, brutal. No!
Go away.
Go to Target! Dave Wilson, 5. Man, it was so much fun. It's like when these guys call me about, this is my favorite, whenever I get the Social Security scam. You know, they'll talk to me, and I'll just totally screw with them. So that's I love those phone calls. Sometimes they pick up on it. Sometimes it takes them a little while. They're getting smarter.
Sometimes you get them all the way to the end, though, right?
Well,
give them the fake number.
Oh, it's everything. And they'll say, I had one maybe about a month and a half ago. I was printing some stuff on a printer for work, and I was sitting by the printer. I had to print a couple thousand pages, and so they call me, and then I answer the phone, you know, whatever, and they ask for your social. They see your name. I made up a name. I think it was the president's. It may have been like Thomas Jefferson. I don't know what I said. By the way, this is Russ Dees, and they asked my social security, so I made the number up, and you know, obviously they said, "Oh, thank you," and they didn't, you know, but one time. They actually said that's not your number, which is really crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a little scary.
Mike, can you tell them the 52 Bowman set break list is up?
Guys, the 52 Bowman set break list is up on the website. It's on the break calendar. So, let's check it out. What do you got there, boss?
So
oh, sorry,
Mikey,
not boss. What do you got there, Leighton? It's for Rusty, by the way. Yes.
So I know we have a lot of new folks watching over the last few days.
Right.
We update our email list. We added a bunch of names today, so we're really excited to be growing our following. We appreciate everyone's support. So I know a lot of the new folks have never seen this before. We don't roll it out very often, no pun intended. well, you know the dice.
Right.
So we're going to run the dice game from 10:30 to 11.
Got it.
It's $100 of purchases will get you one roll,
Ooh, it's nice.
so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, you really loaded up.
As you can see, the first spot is actually a spot in our newly listed T206 Hit
I
Random.
didn't even notice that. I thought that was actually spot number 2. It's very nice, sir.
Yep.
Ooh.
And James Phillips
good
actually
stuff.
bought in a minute before 10:30.
Yeah.
But he's good. He has
Great.
one spot coming to, or one roll coming to him. He doesn't even realize.
Great.
And anyone else who participates will be in, but it's only from 10:30 to 11.
$100 a roll, guys. 10:30 to 11. Get on it. James Phillips. I'll take care of you right after I go through the 86. We do need to close that 09 Bowman draft. One more spot, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I loved fall of 96, Rob. Was a great time in my life. Steve Largent, spot 11. That's when I was DJing at that radio station. Actually, it was fall. It was actually 97. Excuse me. 96, I was DJing in college.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing. Was it on a Friday night? Saturday. You remember that? Loser. Warren Moon. It's not your. Obviously, it's not your girlfriend. So why do you remember that?
You don't remember your first kiss?
Not the day,
All right, yeah, the day's a little brief.
It's because I was at work. And I knew what day that was.
guys. That was also like
Okay, I guess. All right.
decades ago. Getting old.
I don't remember the day. I remember where I was.
I don't. Guys, I don't even remember what I ate for lunch yesterday. Think I can remember my first kiss?
You remember her full name, Jacob?
No, I don't.
That would be interesting.
I don't know her name. I know what she looks like, but
You know what she looked like back then. You don't know what she looks like right now. You might not want to know.
yeah, back then it was.
We're not going to get to the hit random tonight, Rob.
What
There's a hit random that's sold out. I don't think we're going to get to. We'll try.
No, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, J5's going to get to that tomorrow, brother.